So, finals. Who is playing One U Force versus Alienated Squad? I don't know what these people play. I know Dutcher. I used to be in a team with Dutcher, so I kinda know him. Other than that, I don't really know what anyone plays. But the bands make sense, I guess. Set Apollo still open. I don't know. I'm assuming Marine plays. Apollo, we'll see. Motion. So Zyper, your keyboard is going crazy. Don't make me mute you, Zyper, please.
What saying, mate?
Your keyboard is very loud.
Oh, is it? I'm sorry, I'm muting.
It's okay. So, I don't like Emoja first pick, because you can pick around it quite easily with things like jumps and just making sure that you have a lot of burst, because Emoja is good at healing over time. So I don't like it first pick, but if you pick, I mean, it is good against Guan Yu and Rama, more so against Guan Yu. I guess it's fine. You pick on her, so no Apollo this game. It just kind of surprised me. It's slow. And Gamazels, I like, or I don't like rather, that if you want to pick Gamazels, then why do you pick Guan Yu? Because you can flex Gamazot into solo or jungle. But now that I have Guan Yu, you already know it's Guan Yu solo and Gamazot's jungle. Because I wouldn't think it's Guan Yu support. So it loses a little bit of the power in the draft. But I do still think it's good against Scylla and Anhur. So that's fine. I think they should pick a support with good pressure and good wave clip, because right now you have Yemoja on to deal with on Area Native Squad. So you need to be careful that they don't snowball the lane too heavily. Rama has some good wave clip, but he needs to step up a lot. So he needs somebody to help him. Ganesh is fine, I think. He can stop the emoji from doing too much. And I also just like Ganesh in general. So late game against Soleil can be very annoying to deal with. So I do like die Ganesha. So what do they need? Jungler en solo laner. Okay. Arachne though. I like Wukong, I don't like Arachne because again, Ganesh is gonna be very annoying. Okay, Tot is good, I like Tot. You can be very safe with Tot, so you don't need to worry too much about the Arachne. Or about the Emoji ult because you can stay so far away. I wasn't a big fan of the Baba Yaga, so that's good. Now I just hope they put on low spectator delay, because otherwise I'm gonna have to wait for 3 minutes. But overall, I don't know who I favor. I think I favor Alienator Squad, the blue team. They have really good duo clear. They have good late game and Scylla, good Arachne to help. And Arachne to help the early game so Scylla doesn't get out pressured. Because you just need to get Scylla to late game. But then again, the other team has thought to try to poke out the Scylla late game. And when you, I don't know. I feel like it's a slight edge to blue team, but it's close. The other team is very safe as well with Rama ult and with Top being able to stay so far back. Red comp seems better. Why? Broken safety with Quan heals. Yeah, but I think if you get a good Yamaja ult and you are able to lock down, like when you and Rama, for example, then they are gonna have a rough time. What team that is? Good dive out of Kamak 1. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like in team fights it's difficult to actually win. Because you can poke a lot as red team. But if you just commit on them, then I think it's gonna be hard to stop a blue team. And they didn't put on low spectator delay. Unfortunate. I just hope Scylla doesn't get like too shut down early. Because if she gets like, I mean, if Camazotz and Todd just poke her out all the time early game and she doesn't get any farm, I think it's gonna be very hard to actually do something and win the game. Because without Scylla, you basically don't really have like any late game potential. And they pause at the start as well. Because somebody's smite crashed. Well, the observer smite crashed. Let's put these in order. gonna flip back because when you hasn't loaded in yet. More instead of thought on what squad is stacked. Yeah, I was kind of confused during the draft because I was, yeah, it flew back. I was thinking about Morgan, but for some reason I don't really see a lot of people play Morgan. I don't know why. So please don't start with mana pot. You should start with either 2 health 2 multis or 3 health 1 multi. Because that way you can like combine the health and the multi and heal even more. But now you're limited to your health pot. It's not a big deal. But still, and you're never gonna use like, you're never gonna need only mana. It's either always gonna be health and mana or just health. So other than that, both supports are with Hawk. Ganesh Star with tier 1 gauntlet, so he only has 2 health pots instead of 4. Which, I mean, it's possible to do. I don't like it because you really don't have a lot of sustain that way and you don't have any healing as Ganesh. But it's not a big deal. Oh god. Okay. I wasn't even paying attention. So I definitely wasn't expecting Arachne to get full pots. Oh, she didn't even. Oh, nice. She didn't even go to blue. Well, she put the spiders there. That's fine. Okay. So you need to be aware that this is a possibility. Arachne puts spiders on blue as they pass the game. And then she's gonna help the Wukong, in this case, help with blue, so she doesn't even need to go. So she goes speed to backs and go to middle, which Todd wasn't ready for. So you just get a free kill. And then you get red for free. And usually if you invade red, it's because you get out pressured, but then you get the enemy red in return, so you both invade each other's red. But now you don't get anything in return because Todd died. So that's rough. Yeah, like look at Kamazot, he's not even in mid yet and they're already invading the red buff. So yeah. Also, dual lane is winning for blue team, so you don't need to be worried about the enemy duo rotating in when you're invading speed, which is also something you need to take into account. Quinch gank. Is it a quinch gank if it's in mid though? Thought quinch ganks were dual lane exclusive. But yeah, so you don't need to worry about duo rotating over, because obviously if duo rotates over now they're gonna miss like this wave and that wave. So there's no way they're ever gonna rotate. So this is just a free red buff. Then you go to mid, Tots won't be there yet. And then you can probably even invade their Harpy or the Oracles, 2 mid camps. So you're gonna be like 1k ahead already, almost. Any unusually early gank is a quinch gank. But I mean, isn't this like the normal Arachne start? Basically where you put your spiders on blue and then you go to mid. I feel like that's what, I guess it isn't too unusual for Arachne, yeah. Why are they still paused, please? When it's expected, as it usually is, then it's not good. I mean, this isn't really expected. What? I'm so confused.
You just got trolled, don't worry.
Okay, hilarious. I feel like you should just. Yeah, you should expect it, but it's not guaranteed to do it. You should definitely be ready for it, as when you have an Arachne on the enemy team.
Hey, how can you just expect that there will be webs in the blue? Like, wouldn't you just go and throw it out, though?
You mean the red team should try to clear the spiders on blue?
Yeah, I think, like, the Camasots could easily not get punished. Sorry, not Camasots, I mean,
Thought.
you and or some Wukong, like, they could easily steal the blue. Like, the enemy would probably not be able to
Or you
defend
mean if red team invades blue buff at the start?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that, but then I mean, you're gonna shut down the Guan Yu, but you're giving up all your mid pressure. Because Camazot is gonna be in solo instead of in mid, so then you're still gonna get your red invaded. And
don't you think like Arachnis though would come to the blue to defend it, like, you know?
I mean, I don't think so, because it's. I mean, you're just gonna 50-50 the blue at that point. But if you go to mid, you're guaranteed to steal the red. Because you don't have hog or anything to secure it. So I mean, your best secure is can you bang by Wukong?
Yeah, but like Guan Yu compared to some Guan Yu has a damage over time kind of ability, whereas Guan Yu has a stick that deals a lot of damage right here and now. So like I think the Guan Yu, the Sun Wukong would be able to steal the blue, which would be a problem for the red team, which is why Arachne would probably stick around or something. Right?
Wait, you're saying Wukong would invade the red team's blue buff?
Maybe.
I mean, you can. I mean, this way they started here is just guaranteed pressure in middle. Even if you don't get the kill, you're gonna. Like, Arachne is here way before Camazotz gets here. So, and you're not risking anything by doing this. And if you're invading the enemy blue, then yeah, you're not guaranteed to steal it. But this way, I mean, this is like best case scenario where you kill the Todd immediately. Or they're finally imposing. But even if you don't kill Todd, then you're still getting like Harpy or something. You're always gonna get something off it. I don't know why they're going this way. But okay. You could just run to mid. Through here. I mean, you do red, but now you're losing like all your farm. Nice. Gamazol just. I mean, Wukong just got baited by Guan Yu. Yeah. So this count as a Quinch gank. I feel like this one is more a Quinch gank than the one in the middle. But you should be aware that you haven't seen Camazotz in middle at all. So you know he's still on the right side of the map. So as Wukong you should be keeping that in mind. And being a bit more safe. Yeah, it should be more obvious to Wukong, exactly. It's still a good start by blue, but now they kind of lost their advantage. Because they lost an entire mid wave and Wukong got ganked. Oh my god, it's now Arachne's gank. Everybody's ganking solo today. This should be a kill, I feel like. Oh, not if you use the spiders. And also Arachne's missing farm now, like her speed is still up. Camisots has already done his. I don't think he can invade this. Wukong can always secure it with his Ginju Bang. Whatever it's called. Magic Puzzle, that's not a cool name. Saying Ginju Bang. And use this Tiger Pole. Oh no. Why? Yeah, when you got it. Huh. At least they're doing well. And they're getting a lot of pressure here, so they can invade purple for free. Ganesh is quite low, so he needs to be careful because he's gonna get killed. That was really nice. That should be a kill. Should still be a kill. Please. Oh my god. Definitely should have been a kill. If you just jump in and then you pillar impale him into the pillar of the knockup, then it's always a kill. Which isn't even that hard to do. But, I mean, you still invaded the purple, now you're gonna do your own purple. Arachne got oracles, so you're still fine. I think you could have ulted here as your Mojo. No, I feel this far away. And if you can like lock in the wall like this, so Rama can't escape. Because you both have ult, Ganesha is still level 4. It's definitely something to keep in mind. Because you're gonna force Rama ult, and then when he lands, it should be a free kill with Anhu ult. I think he was just out of range to completely lock him in, and he could always escape. Like on the edge of the map. So it's close, I don't know. I don't know the exact length of your Mojo. So Guan Yu should Wukong should definitely be here earlier. Because now Guan Yu still is also is always going to be fine. And Kevin's also going to come in. So they invade blue again. Wukong is definitely having a tough time right now. He's not losing too badly, but his blue got stolen twice already. And when you definitely use Wukong definitely uses a lot of mana. So yeah. At least Sola is still doing well from the early first blood. She's still a level ahead of the tot. And Ganesh is also pretty far behind actually. He's only level 4 still.
Nothing a little engineering can't solve.
Don't know what your Mojo is building, but I don't like it. Because all the items from this tree are not that great early game. If you just go Gauntlet or Stone of Binding, something like that, you're gonna have like a way better early game. And you're also gonna help your team with the aura if you go Gauntlet of Deeps. So yeah, I don't know why I'm a bit confused about this. We'll see what item it is. Because, I mean, I guess maybe Mantle of Disco, what is it called? Dude, I can't even remember. The item that gives you stacks for every kill or assist. Solo kill. Yep. What happened? Okay, so Anho is down 9 stacks, which is significant because it's like 5 damage and 2% lifesteal, which doesn't seem like a lot, but also he's already like 300 health behind. So Anho can't fight this. I'm assuming he jumped in. Yeah, now there's also a minion wave, so he still can't fight this. Oh my god, no. Okay, you get a good impale, but you have 5 minions attacking you, while Wama only has 3 attacking him. And then you miss like your entire ult. Yeah. I don't think you can fight that. If you don't have all the minions there and you hit more of your ult, then you can win the fight. But now you can't. And somebody also died in solo lane. Another invade. He gets it again. Oh wait, this time he dies. No, Arachne dies. Maybe. No, Arachne has ult. Okay, now he's dead. Yeah. That was a really good Umoja ult. Locking in the Guan Yu. Good Ganesh ult almost gets the kill on Arachne. Not quite. That was just a really good Umoja ult. Basically what I was saying in duo with locking in the Rama is what happened here, where you lock in the Guan Yu and you can't escape. So that was nice. So good invade on the backcamps. I feel like red team, I mean kills are equal, but they just keep invading the backs. Especially the blue buff. I think they've gotten every blue after the first one. So that's really good. No. When Wukong is somehow keeping them. I guess they did kill Guan Yu, which would explain it. But yeah, he's only 300 gold behind, which isn't too bad. What XP? Okay, XP is actually even ahead, so. Yeah, the kill really stopped the snowball quite heavily. Oh. So you have a good Umoja ult. I think Top just barely escapes it. You can still run through the Umoja ult, yeah, until your walls are up completely. You do get his beat, so that's still worth it. You're not getting the kill though, because if you chase here, then you're gonna die. Yeah, this was really the last chance I had to get out. But you do get his beats. So now top definitely could be a target next time the Emoji ult is up. Or even for the Arachne, if Arachne wants to go on the plot. It's something to keep in mind of. Keep in mind the beats timer. So you know how long you have until Todd has beats again. Looking for the blue invade again. The Arachne can't stop this. Arachne is level 9. They get it before she even gets here. You can't fight the level 11 Camazotz and win you. This is really good by Camazotz. Like, you're not even allowing Arachne to do the back camps. And then the Arachne didn't have ult. I'm not sure where she used ult. Because I mean, I didn't say anything because I thought she would just ult out. She didn't have ult, so she was just a free kill, so that was well played. And is this where they killed Todd? It is. That's nice. You know his beats were down, you get a good stun, you get a good solo ult. Though this is gonna be a kill in return, I think. It should still be a kill. Yes. Did you get a kill in return? It's actually not even worth it. No, definitely not worth it. Because it's 3 for 1. Kill Arachne, Scylla, and Umojo for the Todd. So, yeah. The kill in itself was good because you know Todd beats were down and it was basically a free kill if you can get him. But then you had like 3 people over here in your jungle who were just able to clean you up. And now they get gold. That's well played, you get 3 kills, so you should do an objective. So Anha should be really careful here. He... like... they just did gold, so you know there are 3 people in the jungle. At least. And then you still jump in, which is, I think is insane. Because if Camazotz and Todd were still around, and you had no vision on them, then there would just be a free kill on the Anher instead. And I don't think he knew that they weren't around. So even though it worked out this time, that was very risky, I think. Oh yeah, this was the height of the Urchin. Oh, I can't believe I couldn't think of the name earlier. Yeah, I guess this is the only item that kinda makes sense in this tree to get so early. Because you want to get the stacks. And the mana also helps with the Emoja passive, giving you more Omi. So I guess I can kinda see it, but even then I feel like going Gauntlet of Deeps and Stone of Binding, things like that are just gonna be way more helpful. So I'm not paying attention at all. Oh my god. Hello Smite. I hate this game. My Smite just crashed. I don't know why it's been crashing lately. Smite, please. Oh my god, I can't even launch Smite again because it says it's still running, even though it's not. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're coming back. Share smite. Okay. There we go.
Minions have spawned.
Oh, this was a really long pause. I should be back pretty quickly because I'm playing at a time 16 speed. I think it was at like 10 minutes, maybe a little later. We'll see, I think I can remember what was happening. Because this killed people in mid. No, still further. They killed Arachne in backs and then they killed people in middle. Okay, it was actually way more than 10 minutes. Because this is where Arachne dies, right? Yeah. And then they die in the middle. Yeah. And then Arachne comes back and ganks the Guan Yu. Right here. I think. Yes. Okay. Missed spiders again. So Guan Yu is old, so he's fine. I don't know why he's even fighting, you just ult away immediately. Like, hello. I'm so confused. I don't know why when you didn't just ult away immediately. I mean, I guess you get 1 for 1, but come on. Also, he's just running the tower immediately and he's fine. Yeah, okay, that was weird. Oh, dude, everyone is fighting all the time. So Anho is coming middle. That's a good ult cutting off Ganesh. You do miss the root. You still get the kill on Ganesh. Now Rama is out of position. So you get his Aegis as well. That's really good. You should be looking to get something out of this because you got 2 kills. Well, 1 for 1 in solo and 1 in mid. So you get back mids. There's not much you can do besides that. You can invade this Hoppy. You need to be careful with Rama, but you did poke him out quite a lot. So I don't think Anho needs to be too afraid of him. For now, he did do the Harpy, so that's good.
Rampage.
Oh god, why? Can people stop dying? So the tower is here, but it's just because I rewinded. I don't know why you don't just back, because you can't save this tower. Oh, you even fight him. Why? There's no way you're ever gonna do anything there. Gamma's also so much healing. You can't do anything. So you have Wallet and Contagion. I mean, I guess I like going Sledge immediately after Boots. And then going into like... Oh, sorry, Soul Leader into Sledge. And then going into like... Mantle of Discord or something like that. Contagion also makes sense against Wen Yu and Camazots because they both have a lot of healing. But now you have no self-sustain outside of your ult. So that's kind of rough. Every time you get poked by one, you can't really heal it up. I'm just a big fan of Soul Eater, to be honest. Also, you might also be very careful here doing Cam by herself. She did get it, but still. Good ganking duo. On her is fine here. You can always impale somebody away if they say too much. And use the pillar for a slow. Still hanging around. Now Ganesh is alone, and that's gonna be a kill. It's just to be a kill. I don't know about jumping in there. Because you have people coming in from all sides, so Ganesh can't escape at all. Still works out, but also you need to really try, and we can't even get solid middle. You need to really try to all focus the same target, because as soon as you kill somebody, they can't do damage anymore, obviously. So you want to kill everyone as quickly as you can, one by one, instead of getting them all low and then killing them all after that. Because then they can still output damage, and then they can still win the fight. So obviously here Ganesh is out of position. And you have people coming in from this side as well. So the only way Ganesh escapes is through this side, running through duo, basically. And he's 1 HP. You definitely don't need to jump in here, especially with the Yamaja ult, there's no way Ganesh is escaping. Scylla is ulting already. And now Anho is just out of position. So he needs to be very careful. And now, like, Anho is attacking the Guan Yu, who has Thorns. Scylla is looking at the Camisots. If you just kill either one of them first, and then you go for the other one, this fight would be way cleaner, and now Anho almost died, he probably should have died. You still win it, but it was very close. Now you have 4 kills. Primal just spawned, so that's perfect. So this should be free. Rama still is old, but there is no way you should let him do anything here. Yeah, he's too late. If Rama ults earlier, what you can do is you can just leash gold. Leash primal, I guess. And then you just don't attack it until Rama ult expires. And then you just pull it again. Because nobody else from the red team was up. And by the time they're gonna be at gold, it's gonna be way too late anyway. So there's no chance of them stealing it. But Rama ult was too late, so there's no risk. So you can just burst it down. You also get the tower, so that's good. Now it went from like 2k in favor of red team to 2k in favor of blue team. That's good. Still a close game though. Arachne definitely can't chase as much. She's only level 16. Yeah, now she's too. Do you need to ult? I don't think so, but you can't really kill the Camisots by yourself. And Anho wasn't following up, so there's no reason to chase. She doesn't need to ult, I think. But even then, you're gonna take some poke for no reason, and you have like nothing to gain from it. Also, this fight is 4v4, but Camisots here is very much out of position. He already took so much poke, while the rest of his team can't come in. Rama is split pushing duo, while Anhur backed, and he's coming in, so it's gonna be a 4v5 in favor of the blue team. So yeah, I would say don't engage the blue team, but Campbell just kind of killed himself. So obviously you're gonna take those. And now Rama is starting to rotate in, but it's still gonna be a 4v5 if he comes in. Yeah, I mean Todd is also dying already.
Killing spree.
So now it's, yeah, 3 people died already. Rama just came in, so he can't even do anything anymore. He might, like, he just needs to run away. So they get 4 kills. They get tier 2. I'm assuming they're gonna go to. No, they're gonna get Phoenix. Actually, yeah, this is the right call. I was gonna say fire, but I think Phoenix is probably worth more. Obviously, you can't do fire anymore now, but you can still get pyro. So that's really good. And now what you should do as a blue team, you're 6k gold up. Just try to backspend your golds. And then try to bait the fight at fire, because at some point somebody from the other team is gonna have to back and defend middle. So at that point you have a 4v5 with fire and should be able to win that fight, and then you take fire. And then with the fire you can start taking the other towers and the phoenixes, and then you win the game. So that's what I should be doing. Gold is fine as well. You have plenty of time. Just to make sure, you just need to make sure you don't get, like, nobody gets picked and you don't waste too much time. Because the Phoenix is already halfway to respawning. But now they're baiting. Be careful not to take too much damage from fire, which I didn't. Now you're going in on the Rama. You force Rama beats and Aegis. That's already very valuable. Rama is also half health basically. You do have some sustain with Guan Yu, but even then it's not gonna be that much. And it takes a while to learn, to heal. Oh god. Now, he even had ult, come on. So he just gets picked off again. It's so unfortunate. Now, Todd is alone as well. This fight is just so spread out. Yeah, and everybody's just getting picked off now, because if you're spread out and you're ahead, then it's tough to punish. Because if the entire team goes after you, then your other teammates are gonna kill them. But if you're behind and you do this, then they just spread out as well, and you're gonna win all the 1v1s basically. And that's game. They don't even need to take fire. That was a really good start by both teams. The first blood from Arianator and then the response from Guan Yu Force. But yeah, Camus got picked off for like the 2 fights at the end, which were 2 very important fights. Because they had some really good pressure. But yeah, they invaded the blue a lot. Then when you got picked, and he had some weird decisions as well. It's unfortunate. It was basically just the 2 fights at the end that decided the game. I'm gonna spectate Dutch because it's the easiest name. The password was help. Don't we all need help? I feel like Scylla wasn't even that important. I mean, obviously she did some quite some damage, and she had some good picks, like with good setup from Umoja, but I feel like any mage could have done that in that position. I feel like it was more so Todd getting shut down immediately. And then they had leading duo as well. So yeah. No, it just feels so unsatisfying to me. Because it was such a close game and then they went 2 fetch in a row and they won the game. But I mean, it's kind of up to them to not lose not lose those important fights so heavily. I think it was like a 4-0 and then a 5-0 back to back. So please play some more wards. Covered. Oh my god. Yeah, also I guess just people getting like being out of position and not grouping up properly before the team fight starts. So then you just get picked off. And you just start the fight at a disadvantage. So apparently the Twitch stream is dying. Because HAB has issues. Unfortunate. This is a best of 3 by the way, so either when you force wins and it goes to game 3, or Alienator wins and they win 2-0. I hope they're starting soon, but they should be. I'm gonna check the stream. Oh yeah, the stream's offline. I forgot. Okay, HJB is back. So I think they're gonna start. Well, I still see people muted in the voice chats. Oh no. I got baited by the stream. We're just waiting on one guy to return. Please. I just want to cast the games. Or analyze the games that I want to cast. And there we go. Okay, Tsukuyomi Ben. I don't know how scary Tsukuyomi really is, but if he gets ahead, it's definitely an issue, so I don't mind it too much. And you do ban the cellar. Okay. And Cthulhu. So WoW might be open. Apollo is probably gonna be open again, but they didn't pick it last time, so. What else did they ban? Persephone? Was Persephone even banned? I don't even know anymore. Maybe. We definitely don't know what to ban. Emojo. Okay, I'm very much confused by the emoji, by the Discordia first pick. So yeah, Persephone is still open, Apollo is still open. I don't know if Marie wants to play this game. Why is still open? I feel like if you can play Persephone well, Persephone is stronger than Ra. But, I mean, obviously if you're not comfortable on the Persephone, then there's not really any point in playing it. And Ra again. So Apollo is still open. Because neither of these ADCs like the Apollo. I don't know how much I like Fenrir. Like, Ra can't get away from him because he doesn't have a jump. But I don't know, I feel like once Ra gets some levels, you can't really go on the Ra anymore because he's gonna heal himself and do a lot of damage to you at the same time. And you have the CC immune ult as well, of course, which is on like a 36-second cooldown if you build max cooldown. So you're basically never gonna win, or never gonna be able to get Ra beats or ult Ra and pull him. So I don't know. I do like Athena. I feel like Athena is undervalued. Because the stunt is so strong. And I might actually be able to force the beats off Ra. Okay, I don't know about Amir. Because Amir actually does run the risk of getting picked by Fenrir. You can ult the Fenrir ult. But Fenrir ult should be on a lower cooldown because it's going to build cooldown reduction. And yeah. I feel like once you get behind as Amir, it's going to be so hard to be able to do something. So maybe you even need to go beats. But then you're losing out on a shell or a frenzy or something like that. So that's not ideal. I feel like Amir is gonna have to be very careful this game. Shibalanke. I do like red, but is it gonna be a red solo then? Breaking. I won't comment until they lock in. Okay, Shibalanke. Shibalanke is good here, I think. Because his ult is so impactful in team fights because the enemy team doesn't see anything anymore. And he's good at boxing as well with his 1. And with his slow, so it's easy to hit your auto attacks. So I don't mind Shibalanke. And I think it's gonna be red solo and Fenrir jungle. If that's the case, then I don't know, I feel like red solo is fine. But they're not swapping, so maybe it is Fenrir solo. Fenrir solo I don't like so much. Because the ult isn't gonna do anything against Diva mana. Because he's gonna ult it, and even if you do pull him, like once he has a few levels and like a sledge or something like that, he's not really gonna die to your ult. I don't know about the Fenrir solo. They do also like the red jungle. I feel like red anywhere. This game is fine. Because you can dive the Ra, and now you can't negate a Fenrir ult. Because red ult is still gonna be on top of you even if you ult. There's not much you can do about it. So I do like that. And same for Amir. If red dives on top of you with like the help of the Athena, it's very tough to stop. So I do like it. I'm just a bit skeptical about Fenrir. We'll see how it goes. But I also bet the Arachne actually. So I wasn't even looking at. I think overall I like I was gonna say red team, but I'm quite afraid of the red just taking over the game too much. Because it's, I mean, obviously Kali isn't gonna be able to stop him early game. And Red and Amir have a tough time getting away from him. So yeah, but if it gets to late game and Kali gets online, then I think Red team is favored. I just don't know if they're actually gonna be able to get her. Which is what I'm concerned about. Okay, this game they both ADCs do start with multis. I don't know why he didn't do it last game. Cantina start with Druid Stone, which is the tier 1 of Stone of Binding and Stone of Fall and Void Stone. So I'm gonna assume this is gonna be a Stone of Binding early to get the, because Stone of Binding, whenever you hard CC somebody, you remove 10 magical and physical protections. So yeah, it's gonna make your taunt even stronger. I'm assuming that's what she's going for. So did you, am I saying, did she hog the purple? I wasn't paying attention. I think she hogged purple. You shouldn't hog purple because then you're too quick to the Harpy and you need to wait anyway. So it's better to hog Harpy. I don't know, I feel like I'm going insane. Also, as Athena, you should really just have your dash charged at all times, so you can always dash when you need it. And then when you need to use another ability, you just cancel it. Because there's no point in walking around without your dash charged if you're not doing anything anyway. Because the worst case scenario, you just cancel it, and best case scenario, you can dash immediately when you need it. You can definitely take this fight because, yeah, by going aggressive, they built all the minions on them, so Rama took a lot of damage. And even if your body blocks, you can. Your branching boilers are still gonna hit Rama. So I think that could have been a kill for blue team. Guan Yu force. Oh god, I look away for 1 second. Oh my god. Did she dash in? No. So Athena still has dash here. I don't know. Like, if you just dash away there, you're fine. So, yeah. That was a bit confusing. I don't know why she didn't just dash away. And he gets purple for free as well. So Athena is still level 2 and Mir and Obama already level 4. And they invade the Harpy. So they're quite far ahead right now already. Because yeah, it's 1 kill and they're 800 gold ahead. You're not gonna be able to kill Fenrir. Or is he gonna be able to? Actually, yeah, you can't brutalize because she's just gonna jump away. That was well played by Fenrir. Shell wasn't even necessary. But, yeah, whatever. Small detail. So now instead of just standing in the lane, you should be looking to invade this Harpy. Red is also invading. Red is also invading the red buff. So you know you're not gonna get pressure over here, and you're gonna take some farm back because right now you're very far behind. Because you gave up a kill and you lost both of your camps. So you really need to do something in return. Oh. Yeah, you need to respect the level 5 family. That's all there is to it. Because if you're level 5 there as well as Vamala, you're just gonna ult and you'll be fine. But since you don't, there's not much you can do about it. So that was just, yeah, not respecting the Fenrir, I think. So I guess it's null because you don't really play against the Fenrir solo, like ever basically. But still, I feel like that was a silly mistake. Tank boots. I can kind of understand because you don't really want to get picked off by the Fenrir, like I said. But I'm just a bit worried that now with tank boots, Amir isn't really going to be able to do much. Because obviously if you get cooldown boots, you get 10% more freezes, more walls. which would definitely add up over the course of the game. That might result in some kills that you can't get now. Oh, these literally just spawned, so that's quite lucky. Oh, red was ult. That was why do people wait so long with the ult? Because I skip forward too much. Because red has ult, so he's always going to be able to escape there. Because okay, like right now you see Vice coming in, and this is not your watch, you didn't see him, but Rama is not on lane, so you can assume he's coming. But yeah, you just wait too long with the ult. Even after you aren't frozen anymore, you still don't ult, so... So, this could start with Chrono's pendant, not even a starter item. Then please don't do this. You don't really have that much damage with this, you don't have a lot of... I mean, see, because Mate's Blessing and cooldown which also give 20%, you just don't have the passive. But you have the movement speed, you have more power overall, you get some mana back, and this is cheaper. So I just don't think this is worth it, honestly. I'm not a fan. So, boys fan of Abyss Walk. Just being very greedy. Oh god. You can't go in there once you miss. Once you miss the stun as Fenrir on the Vermana, you can't go in anymore because Vermana is gonna ult, which is exactly what he did, and it's gonna heal up. So you have no kill potential and you're under his tower with, I mean, just this as protection, 25 physical protection for the tower. So even if Kali isn't here, that's just a solo kill for the Vermana. That should be fine. Kali still has jump, I think, right? No. An ult. Oh, she doesn't have jump. Just came up, okay. Yes, ult for ult. But you are losing your speed, so it's still worth it for red. I don't know why Kali's even staying. Yeah, that's just so weird. Because Vamana has blink, so if you stay too long, he's gonna blink on you and kill you, and now you still haven't backed. So now red is just if Vamana went red. Because now red is just gonna invade this as well. And I don't think he'll be picked off here. Yeah, but even if like they catch him, he still has dash. He has speed buff, he should be fine. Okay, so ult for ult. That's fine. What happens? Oh. Okay. Yeah, you just stopped too far and now you wall. Perfect. And that should be a kill. Yep. And it's just Chibulanka getting caught out. Even if he gets away, Rama still has ult. So there's no way you're getting out of there. They're just being greedy. So there are no wards for blue team except this one on the left side of the map. Please buy some wards. Oh.
Killing spree.
Oh god. Wait, doesn't Kali have ult? I'm so confused.
Killing spree.
I mean, it's very lucky for Fenrir that he got out. I feel like Ali also shouldn't have died. Yeah, oh, you don't have mana. Oh. Yeah, I think that's on Kali then, because you need to keep in mind how much mana you have. So it's very important to save some mana for your ults for situations like that. That's Athena ults. And Athena can't really do anything here either. Because so many people rotated over to this side of the map, and Rama just backed. So if Athena ults the Shibalanke, and I think they could just go do gold, honestly. I don't think anyone can stop them. Instead she goes over here. I guess, oh no, she's dead. Is she? Okay. But we just 1-for-1 here. Okay, he's out. So it's not the worst. But yeah, I think you could have just used the Athena ult to get back to duo and do gold. Was the better call. Because then obviously if you like lose 1 or 2 kills, it's not the end of the world. It's still gonna be worth it. Oh god. Please. Okay, so 1-for-1. Amir gets out. Now what happens? I think Kali died. Was it Kali? Was it Fenrir? Oh, it's Kali that got the kill. Okay. So that was just Fenrir getting a bit too greedy. Now he loses blue buff. Can't even look for this, although it's risky. We already got a victory, so there's not really any need to risk it. But in hindsight you could have, but obviously that's easy for me to say. So they're already up by like 3k, even though they haven't done any objectives. Just from like kills and invading the red buff and things like that. Now they're actually getting gold. Nobody's close. Just Discord here, but Amir should be able to just wall off and freeze. Red also, but he's way too late. Because in people should stay together with a red ult, so you don't get picked off, which is kind of what's happening now. But even then, if you lose like 1 kill, it's not the end of the world. Oh my god, Charlie actually survived. I think Rama is gonna die here. Almost gets a like a, oh my god, how is everybody alive? I have no idea. Rama even also almost got a kill as well. But yeah, I mean, so now it was just a free gold for you basically. You do lose some farm, but not nearly enough to make up for gold. Okay. Why are people all the way to tier 2? Oh, just rather getting chased around. Yeah. Why is the level playing Kali running it down? Like, Kali just needs to farm right now. Like, red is up, these backs are up, these backs are up. You just need to get some farm, because you're already behind, and you're not getting this kill. Red as speed buster is always going to be faster than you anyway. Why does he even dash in? Because now it's actually worth it for the Kali. Because Kali just wants to get as much gold as possible, and she's worthless than the red. So there was actually just no reason to dash in as red there. Kali was basically dead guaranteed. And now Kali has Katana. So it's just like one more item once you get skin size. I should actually be a threat. I do get this tower. Yeah, can't really stop him. He can be annoying. Okay, I guess you can stop him. Kali coming in. And Fenrir should be fine. And basically you can get this tower whenever you want. Just one auto attack away of that, so just delay it for a bit. So why is red? I mean, he has ult, so he's not gonna be dead. Please. Okay. Why do people wait so long with their ults? I don't know. If he just ults immediately, there's no way he dies. Now it was like one auto attack of dying. And this is a good call. You force out red, Fenrir had to back. You know Discordia is still in middle and Athena is there. So you do. But you really need to zone because that was so close. Like if you just freeze the Discordia, you're always gonna be fine. But now it was almost a steal. But again, then they overstep. And now, yeah. Now Kali comes in. I mean, she dies, but that was a 2-for-1 and they got Pyro. And maybe even more. 3-for-1. So it was definitely not worth it. Oh, and they get Fenrir as well. For mana running it down. So, yeah, you weren't in position to defend Pyro. But then you still try to force a fight afterwards, even though you're behind. And you're not grouped up and ready to fight, so you just... Like, you give up 4 kills on top of the Pyro, and then you also lose the tier 1 tower. Which is like another 1,500 gold roughly that you give up. I don't know what Kali is building. It should be kin size. Assuming this is gonna be Atlantis. Maybe Equival. Equival might work actually.
Rampage.
Oh. I think it was Shibalanka, right? Yeah. Yeah, just the same thing that happened last time.
Rampage.
Where Shibalanka just gets picked off. For being pushed up too far. And again, there are like no wards. Wards placed. 7. I mean, everybody should be placing more wards, but... Oh, there is a ward actually. He still got picked off, so... Probably even worse. Oh. And then they get golds. I mean, I like Rai staying in middle, so he doesn't pull them over to gold. Because you don't need Ra's damage at this point because you have Rama. So with Ra being in middle, there's no way they're gonna stop him. Red comes over, but even if you kill... Even if you kill the Rama, it's still primal for 1 kill. I think that was primal. Yeah.
Killing spree.
so it's still worth it. And Vermana is just killing everyone.
Rampage. Shut down.
Oh yeah, I mean this is just
Spree.
terrible positioning by Discordia. But like you know Fenrir is coming over, you really just need to stay together and not allow Fenrir to kill the Wrath for free. So just people are just fighting everywhere all the time, dude. You do get the skill, please, don't you? I guess you don't. Macaulay also got a kill on the rats in the meantime. So Kali's actually looking pretty scary now. She's almost has 4 items. I think she will have 4 items once she backs, because she should have enough gold. Gold in hand. Yeah, 2k, so plenty of gold. Now, they're actually ahead by 7k already at this point. Kali should just be looking to back as soon as possible. But if you fight right now with 3 items on this tier 2, you're so much less powerful than when you have 4 completed items. At this point you have like 4 completed items and another tier 2 item. So you should definitely be looking to back. Okay, there we go. That's good. So Emir didn't get punished at all early game for being so immobile. So now he's just very scary. Wow, ult. Perfect. That was really well played. So yeah, they do get to a tower. I mean, you can't really stop them. The tower was 1 HP. You do get Fenrir ult for Romana ult. The team is coming in. So Red is dead here. Yeah. Fenrir should be fine. He is. But now I don't think you can look for fire. Pyro is coming up, so maybe you can. I mean, you can definitely do Pyro. I was thinking tier 2 here, because tier 2 is worth more. But actually, everybody just backed. So there's literally nobody here. This is actually the correct call. There's nobody around to stop you from doing fire, so you might as well. So this is free. And Vermana also almost gets the tier 2 in the meantime. And you get Pyro. So yeah. Now you just back as red team, you spend all your gold. And then you group up and you start sieging down the towers. Which is why the pings come out. So they know what they're doing. I'm assuming Kali is back into Smisken size, yeah. So now Kali is quite scary. I really don't like him here being up this far. Because Red and Athena are over here, so they can come up. But Discord is also out of position. But she's kind of baiting in Rama, so Rama is out of position. Like, they just need to group up. Because this is not looking good. Rama might actually die here. Because if red team just groups up, there's no chance of them being picked off. But now they actually have a chance. Ugh. See, I hate that this works out so well. Because this definitely shouldn't have worked out, and this is how you throw games. But, yeah. I didn't even know what to say. Oh my god. Because if you spread out like that, you just risking your teammates getting picked off, whereas if you group up, there's no chance of that happening. This is game. Oh, it is. Well done. I wasn't expecting this game to end like this, but okay. GG, I guess. And yeah. alienated squad wins the finals. It was not how I was expecting this game to end. Oh my god. But I mean, I feel like they had a good start, blue team. But then again, just some like overstaying and getting baited in. And then of course late game you had the Kali coming online and the Rama coming online. So you should have tried to look for something early where you have the red who is very strong and you can look for some invades and try to snowball that way. Was probably their best chance to win the game. Because red also only did... I mean, actually, most people really didn't do that much damage. So even Kali only did 7k. But, yeah. And I feel like both teams played okay though. Just being very greedy at times. But it happens. Just hope they learn from it.